Hello everyone and welcome back to another Let's Play of Ultimate Spider-Man. Yes, I am filming these back to back just to get a little bit out of myself, so yeah. Last time we were talking about Ultimate Spider-Man. While playing Ultimate Spider-Man, we were doing a Venom mission where we had to fight Silver Sable, and I believe this time we're about to fight Green Goblin, so let's get into it. I'm gonna try and give you my whole thoughts on just like this first Green Goblin story. Well, not the first Green Goblin storyline, but the second kind of introduction. Not introduction. He's already been introduced, but at least his second fight with Spider-Man kind of I don't know what to call it because there's a fight, but there's also like a lot of psychological things that Green Goblin does to Spider-Man in this that I think really, at least in my eyes, it definitely helps carry Spider-Man and the whole Ultimate Spider-Man storyline, as well as making Green Goblin a formidable villain for Spider-Man. And yeah, no, this is perfect because I wanted to talk about Ultimate Green Goblin, and this is the time to truly talk about it. I know I keep talking over these scenes. If you guys want me to stop talking over the scenes, please leave it in the comments. But I'm going to keep doing it just because I feel like everyone's watched or have seen this or have played it themselves, so... But at least when Ultimate Green Goblin gets reintroduced again, so in his first running, pretty much Harry realizes that his dad's become something crazy, and he pretty much goes crazy himself, and has been out of school since then. So Harry Osborn then returns to school, and he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, my dad's great. This is great." Like, and pretty much what the cool thing is that Harry's getting hypnotized and all this stuff by his therapist to make him think that everything is alright. But that's not the case. And again, like, Peter immediately starts picking up on this, is like, what the fuck is going on here? And then, so I believe, like, Harry invites him over, and Harry's like, "Oh, please just give me a minute, like, I gotta go meet with my therapist for a second, like, it's just a scheduled thing." And with that, I think, like, Norman Osborn is also in the picture and all that stuff, and pretty much it leads to, like, Norman, like, going up to, like, you know, like, Peter and Norman going up face to face with each other, and he's like, "By the way, you're done with this, right? Like, you had your fun being Spider-Man, you had your fun with all of this." And all that, like, and it's kind of wild because in this game, like, Norman Osborn is just a brute, and I think they're more or less going off of like this game is more or less going off of like the first initial runs of Ultimate Spider-Man. The way they treat Green Goblin in this, he's just a brute. Like, in this Goblin form, like he's not thinking straight, and I like that, and I agree with it, and I think this run shows it. Like, he's like, "All right, you're done being Spider-Man, right? By the way, like, I can turn into the Green Goblin whenever I want." And then he turns into the Green Goblin, and then he punches himself with another syringe, and then turns back, and then he's like, "Yeah, dude, I have a good time." Pretty much. This pretty much freaks out Peter, like, all the fucking way. He doesn't know what the fuck to do. And I believe Mary Jane and Aunt May both get, like, invited over to the Osborns' house to, like, for dinner, and Peter pretty much, like, insists that Aunt May does not go. Mary Jane's already been picked up and all this stuff, and Peter's terrified. I fucking love it. Like, seeing Peter just, like, on the edge of his seat, and it makes for, like, a fun read because you can actually just, like, you feel for the characters at this point, and you're like, I don't want to see MJ, like, what's gonna happen to MJ? I forget what happens, but all of a sudden, like, MJ gets to Peter. Oh, no. So, like, MJ gets to the mansion, and all of a sudden, right when she walks out, Green Goblin just swoops her right the fuck up. And this is when we actually get... Oh, God. Oh. So, in these couple issues, we kind of get, like, perspective on, like, what Norman Osborn is seeing. And pretty much he has, like, voices in his head, like, pretty much telling him that, like, Peter's evil and all this stuff. So, like, there's still the subconscious of Norman in there, but it's just, like, too rage-fueled. And he's, like, legitimately Hulk-based at this point. And I love that. Oh, God, I fucked up. Anyways, so after we get these issues of, like, Peter talking to... And I'm pretty sure, like, Peter actually, like, meets up with the Green Goblin before he picks... Oh, my God! What am I doing? I'm not doing this again. I swear to God, if I have to fucking redo this mission, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I've already had to redo it once, and y'all saw the hilarity with that. Well, actually, you didn't get to see the hilarity with that because I didn't get to fucking post it. So, Green Goblin then, you know, swoops up Mary Jane, brings him onto the Queen... He brings her onto the Queensboro Bridge. Pretty much, Peter's terrified. Like, he doesn't know what's gonna happen to her. And all of a sudden, Green Goblin drops her off the fucking bridge. So, he now has to, like, jump after her. He slings out his web, and all of a sudden it feels really reminiscent to the Gwen Stacy, Death of the Gwen Stacy comic book, or Goblin's Last Stand, whatever you want to call it. The comic ends with MJ, like, we don't know if MJ lived or died, and it almost looks like she died, so it almost feels like Death of Gwen Stacy-esque. And I know they were kind of just, like, doing it for the meme. Oh my God, dude. I truly don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been talking way too much, and I haven't not been focusing on my health. I'm done for. So, the next issue pretty much starts with, like, Peter being fucking frantic, and, like, he's like, oh my God, she's dead, she's fucking dead. She's fucking dead, man. And then all of a sudden she finally comes to after, like, she pretty much, like, got a little bit of, like, whiplash and like fainted from getting thrown off a fucking edge, which is fair. So once Peter finally gets MJ to safety, he's like, please just leave this area. And pretty much he has to go and, like, I forget if I think they actually do, like, exchange blows on the Brooklyn Bridge, or not Brooklyn Bridge, Queensboro Bridge, and they're, like, fighting and all this stuff, and he's pissed, like, he's already done for. Peter then follows Norman Osborn back to his place. No way! I didn't know you could do that! I didn't know you could knock him out like that! Oh, fuck you. Can you guys guess what time I'm doing this at? Guaranteed it's 3 in the morning. Finally. Oh my God. And my cat's about to fucking get involved too, guys. You better not. Anyways. So they finally get their final confrontation at Osborn Mansion, whatever you want to call it. And I freaking love it. Like, Osborn, I think he punched himself with some more O serum. Osborn is, like, full Goblin. Like, Norman Osborn is full fucking Goblin. And it's crazy. Like, I love it. Also, Harry Osborn is at the mansion. Like, and also, like, I don't know if, like, something happened with, like, Harry's mother or whatever, but I haven't seen like a Mrs. Osborn or whatever, but pretty much it doesn't really end, but they have like a big kind of gravitas, whatever you want to call it, kind of fight, and it's pretty fucking cool. Like, Spider-Man gets thrown through a fucking aquarium with a shark in it, like some real fucking badass shit. Then eventually, like, Norman Osborn gets the upper hand on Spider-Man, which kind of happens a lot, I feel. So Harry finally is like, he's kind of watching this all happen. And Harry then, like, he's watching this all happen. All of a sudden, oh, right now, like, kind of what happened right there, Spider-Man just starts getting, like, beat up and choked out by Green Goblin. And all of a sudden, there's, like, a bit of, like, metal debris, and it's like this, like, almost like spear shaped. Harry comes in and he stabs Green Goblin in the back. Like, he stabs his own father in the back, and I love that. Like, I don't know if there's, like, any sort of, like, symbolism behind it, but I thought it was just really cool that, like, even his own son is like, yo, you're fucked up right now, you gotta stop, let's fucking finish him off. And with, like, him getting stabbed, he finally, like, turns back into Norman Osborn, and he finally is like, all the SHIELD agents come in and whatnot that have been watching over him and yada yada yada. Nick Fury comes in there and he's like, good job, kid, or whatever, but don't worry, like, you'll be mine soon, or something like that. Really fucking messing with Peter's head, kinda, because he's like, don't worry, none of this will be a problem after you're 18. And, like, because, like, after you're 18, you're gonna become mine. And that's really fucked up to say to a 15-year-old. So, with all that being said, there's some crazy shit, and MJ is kind of freaked out about it, but she's not talking about it yet. We'll kind of get into it in the next Let's Play, though. So, what did you guys think of this Let's Play in the comments down below? And if I messed up on kind of me talking about Ultimate Spider-Man or whatnot, please leave it in the comments down below. And if you want any of your questions read out on the Let's Plays, please leave them down there and I will get to them in later Let's Plays. Remember to leave a like on the video, and remember to hit that subscribe button, because the subscribe button's going to be waiting for everyone, guys. Deuces, y'all.